Great job. Corbett, you're an Ironman. Alex, you are an Ironman.
Hi, welcome to the Ironman Chattanooga vlog. It's been months at this point since Ironman Chattanooga, but I still wanted to post this because I felt like it would be helpful perspective if you're trying to choose an Ironman for 2026 or future years. For reference, I've done Ironman Maryland, Ironman Lake Placid twice, and Ironman Chattanooga. So I feel like I have a helpful mindset on East Coast races. These are the days leading up to Ironman Chattanooga 2025 and the actual race day itself. And then at the end, I have like a full race day recap. Happy race week! I'm so excited. Today is Monday, the race is Sunday. We fly on Thursday. So today I teach a triple at SoulCycle. When I teach a triple, I don't do any other triathlon training, so that will be my training of the day. Yeah, let's go. Okay, it's Monday. I just taught 2 classes, got like put together because I'm doing a bit of modeling, you know. I don't know what to say about it. I just pulled up to this place and I'm having some anxiety about going inside, so I'm sitting in my car. But I'm gonna go in. And I think it's gonna be fun. It's like a triathlon fitness brand that's Philly based called Varlo, and so yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm just nervous, but that'll be cool.
45 degrees.
We're getting our lessons in modeling.
Random little race week things, all right? And you know what's a race week thing is what I'm about to do. Hold on. Cup. Emergency. Listen, I feel like actual crap. We are 5 days away from Ironman and I'm sick. So that's bad. Emergency in the cup. Every last drop. Then electrolytes. 1 scoop. Pour it in there. Froth it up. Froth it up. It used to be cool, now I do Ironman. Packing! An outfit for a shakeout run. This is assuming that it's gonna be warm, so that might not work. Oh! My new jersey from Varlo for our shakeout ride. Do you like it?
Very cool.
Galaxy Cat.
I already packed.
Come with the flight attendant to move to a new...
Hi Dick, my name's David alongside Joe. We'll be taking it down.
Alright vlog, race weekend! Can I get a hell yeah? Don't leave me hanging.
I'm not who we are.
Please. It's so fucking lame. We're having quite the 24 hours.
It's been a little bit of an adventure getting here.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an adventure getting here. Wait, I can't even remember what has happened. So yesterday after work at like 6 o'clock, well, honestly before that even. Because what time were we supposed to leave?
We were gonna leave at 5 to get to the airport, plenty of time.
Yeah, so we're flying to Chattanooga, which we've never flown to a race before.
But we were flying to Atlanta.
Yeah, flying to Atlanta,
And then we're gonna get a rental car and drive to Chattanooga. It's not too far, super easy. It was like it's an hour and a half flight. It's like an hour 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Not gonna be bad.
Yeah. Okay. So we were going to. Yeah, there's no direct flights to Chattanooga. So we were going to then take the rental car from Atlanta to Chattanooga. So we were gonna leave our place at 5, and then it got delayed. So we left our place at 6, and then we got there. It got delayed more. Then we got into the plane, but we sat on the tarmac for like an hour.
Probably. Yeah.
Maybe a little more.
Maybe a little more. There were like 15 planes ahead of it. Everyone was delayed from weather.
Yeah. So everyone was delayed. We think because of weather. Unknown, and then there was 15 planes in front of us that all had to take off. So then by the time that we took off, we ended up landing at like 12:30.
Yeah, about.
We landed at like 12:30, and our rental car place closed at 12. So then we couldn't get a rental car, so then we had to stay in a hotel in Atlanta. And also at this point now it's like 1 in the morning, so we didn't really want to drive the 2 hours to Chattanooga at 1 in the morning. So then we had to stay in a hotel in Atlanta, and then
Luckily that was easy. That was smooth.
Yeah, that was actually pretty smooth. We got breakfast in the morning there, it was fine, and then we went to the airport to get the rental car, which now they didn't have a small rental car, so we had to pay more to get a big rental car.
Yeah, they gave our car away.
Yeah, they gave our car away. So finally now we are en route to Chattanooga, and yeah, it's gonna take us, there's also an accident, so it's gonna take us 2 hours and 12 minutes now. We've been driving for like,
I don't know, 20 minutes maybe.
20 minutes.
Yeah. We got some coffee.
So yeah, we just got coffees. We're gonna be fine. I just was saying that if this is the worst of the adversity of the weekend, then we're gonna take that.
Oh, and we both got sick.
Yeah, we both got sick. I was gonna say that is the other piece that we're managing at the moment, is that neither of us feel very good. I'm like further along in the sickness than Corbett is. Corbett's new in the sickness. But his throat was hurting really bad. Mine is just scratchy at this point, but we just both feel like super congested. Again though, I would take the sickness as the adversity of the weekend over like, I don't even want to say out loud, like a technical on the day, you know?
Yeah.
I would take a sore throat. Is that crazy?
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah, okay, so anyways, we'll
We're heading
see
straight
you.
to the check-in now.
Yeah, we're going straight to check-in. We're not even going to our Airbnb because at this point, we're gonna get there at 1:30. It didn't make any sense to go to the Airbnb and then to check-in. So we're just going right to check-in. Okay, we finally parked and made it to Chattanooga. It's cute. It's cute down here. And now we're gonna go get food, and then we're gonna go check in, and then we're gonna do a little shakeout bike ride. Are you excited?
Very excited. It's race time.
Good luck. All right. Now we turn around on this side.
Okay. Okay, so cute. We just got to the Airbnb. We did a shakeout bike ride, like 40 minutes or something, or 10 miles. I don't know, something like that. And yeah, it's really cute in here. Our stuff is kind of like all over the place. What are you drinking?
G1M.
G1M, carb and electrolytes. Scoop and a half. Wow. We're about to go to dinner. Like.
They actually freaked me out. I'm gonna go watch.
Great job, Corbett. You're an Ironman. Alex, you are an Ironman. Great job, Alex. Beat Corbett by 1 second.
I have a guest. Okay, we're gonna do like the recap of race day, and at this point it's been months, so if we're forgetting some of the pain and trauma and painting this in a nicer lens, that's why. But
yeah, well, I don't know how much in the video you talk. Yeah, I know there's clips like leading up to it, but it was kind of a crazy lead up into the race. Like we were definitely not at 100% peak rest, but I feel like we were pretty okay. It's just like the flight travel, and we were both kind of sick, but honestly, I mean, we had great weather for the day. Like it worked out fine. It was a little hot.
Great weather for the day.
We'll get into it.
Okay, I definitely showed clips of me chugging Emergency because leading up to the race, we both got sick. I was like further along in the sickness. I think I said this when we got to race day, but still not feeling my best, which is a shame because you trained for so long for this, and then if you don't feel your best or you're sick on race day, it just sucks so bad. And Corbett definitely had it worse than me, but that was kind of our first like red flag going into Sunday, race day. Yeah. And then the other really big red flag was that our travel was just a mess.
It's still better than driving probably, but.
Yeah, we were gonna drive, which would have been like a 13-hour drive.
Yeah,
and
like no stops. Like
yeah, no stops, like 13 hours. We live in Pennsylvania. The race is obviously in Tennessee, and I don't know why we just had in our heads that we were gonna drive, and the more we thought about that, that just sounded horrible. We drove to Lake Placid, and that's 6 hours, and that was bad.
Yeah.
So doubling that just didn't seem possible. So we ended up flying, but then the flight got delayed. We ended up having to stay in a hotel, got in super late, woke up in the morning, and they had given away our rental car.
Yep.
Yeah, so we had to
So
like...
we got a car, but it ended up being like $100 more or whatever. It was
Yeah, so we had to pay more, got there way later than we anticipated. We had to go straight to the village. We met up with, my dad was also doing the race with us. So we met up with my dad, my mom, my sister.
We did a bike
okay.
check-in and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice town. Like, it was cool. Like, Chattanooga downtown area. We had to get, like, Race Village was cool.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing. Peak of the race was not the race itself, but I thought the village was really cute. They had like little vendors and shops and country music. And I thought that the layout of the actual Ironman village was very cute. Then we went to the aquarium the next day. Yeah, cut to race day, I guess.
Yeah, cut the race day. River swim, which we definitely in our training block leaned on way too heavily.
Wait, well, can I interrupt?
Yeah.
It was wetsuit optional.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was
I
hot,
like,
okay?
Yeah.
It was hot. And the swim ended up being wetsuit optional, which none of us were really trying to like win, but we didn't want to start all the way in the back. Like we just wanted to kind of get to it. We had to get there so early that we just wanted to get in the water.
Yeah.
So none of us wore wetsuits. Okay, continue with the river swim.
Yeah, river swim. Well, so that is part of it for sure. Like having a wetsuit makes the swim easier. Just you're more buoyant. And I don't think I've ever done. You've done it before, but I've never done an outdoor swim without a wetsuit. But I wanted to just get in the water, so I was like, shoot, it's fine. It was a fast swim, but it definitely took more energy out of me because I don't know. I just thought I could lay on my back basically and float through. Not literally, but
People gave us the impression that we were going to just be able to basically do nothing and we were going to make it to the end of the swim in record time, and we were definitely working. It was a faster swim for me, but I was absolutely working,
Yeah.
and I just hadn't anticipated that.
like a fast swim, but expended way more energy and effort than probably should have. It was like
Yeah,
basically
or
what-
expected
or
to.
expected to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got out of the swim first, and I was like, where are the boys? That's a clip. There's like a clip of me running and being like, where are the boys? My mom's like, it's you, like you're out first. And I was shocked by that. I couldn't believe that. I was like, okay. So then I just grabbed my bag.
I honestly, that reminded me. I had a weird start to the swim. First
Yeah.
time this has ever happened to me. I've done a few of these now, or whatever. Where like I got in the water and I started going, and I just could not catch my breath. It was like really weird. Maybe my heart rate was high. Maybe I had too much caffeine or something. Maybe it was nerves too, even. But like again, it hadn't happened to me before. I like couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't get a good stroke. So I'm like, okay, well I usually breathe every other. I'm like, well let me just breathe every whatever stroke.
Yeah.
And I still couldn't catch my breath. And then I like inhaled water a little bit, and I was kind of like choking. I had to stop, and I'm like, shoot, I need to not panic right
Yeah,
now.
regulate.
Like it's so easy like for people who get started to like panic in the water, and it like kind of happened to me for a second, but I just sort of stopped, treaded water for a minute, caught my breath, did backstroke for like a minute, and then got going, and I was fine and finished it normally. But that added a few minutes.
And then the bike, 95 degrees at this point, and I hated everything about this bike ride, if I'm being honest. It was for me kind of the bike ride from hell. Right off the jump, I'm just not getting into a groove. And I had done the research. Like I had looked at the map. I had watched videos of people talking about Chattanooga, but the course has recently changed. And right away, I was like, this is hilly.
Yeah.
This is
Getting out of
hilly.
town was hilly.
Yeah, I'm climbing out of town. I'm like, whoa. I just wasn't prepared. And then I get on the highway and I'm just like right into wind.
Headwind.
Like
Yeah.
straight on right away. This headwind.
Uphill into headwind.
Yeah, uphill into headwind. And I'm just like, I'm moving snail's pace. I'm like, okay, well, this sucks. And then it's mile 20 where I'm having just the worst back pain. Like my back is killing me. I felt it on the bike before and I thought it was a bike fit problem. And I went and got my fit looked at. I think I need to get it looked at again. Was in horrible pain at mile 20 of the bike. I was like, when I saw my mom for the first time, I don't remember what mile that was, I genuinely was like, I don't know if I can do this. But you turn around at like a hairpin
Yeah, so it's
turn.
an out and back 3 times on a highway is the
Yeah.
majority of the course. I mean, there's like
Yeah.
a little bit getting in and out of town, like some pocket change on the mileage, but yeah,
Yeah.
the majority of that is, I think it's 18 miles out, 18 miles back, and a hairpin turn on both ends.
Yeah, hairpin turn on both ends. It's so boring. Sorry.
Just open highway. There's no shade.
Yeah, I'm
there's
just being
nothing-
honest. If
yeah.
someone's like, I like Placid and I like the scenery, like you're not gonna enjoy Chattanooga. There was nothing to look at. There was no shade. It was so boring, and I could not get my mind right. Like that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, it was tough mentally.
I just couldn't get there. So I was kind of fighting for my life the entire bike ride, and it's not a bike ride that I'm proud of, but it's the bike ride that I had.
Got it done.
You had a better bike ride.
I had a bit, yeah, I was pushing hard. That was kind of one of my goals, was because historically bike's not really my better of the three, so I wanted to, I trained harder on the bike and wanted to push hard for the bike. And for me, I hit like a goal. I was trying to get sub 7, and I got that on the bike. But yeah, it was a brutal course. It was so hot, no shade, sun's beating down, 95 degrees, uphills and headwinds. And another like mental factor too that we just didn't pay attention or missed it whenever during like the pre-race briefing, is your special needs is typically at mile 56, it's halfway through when you can opt to take it or not. And it must have been like mile 40 or something. I was like passing by where it would be, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I think I know I'm at mile 40, but it's not 56. Like, I guess I'll pass by this way again at 56. Didn't see it again until like 67 or something.
Yeah.
Like, it was because it was 3 out and backs, you either got it in like the first third or the second third. It wasn't halfway through.
Yeah, and I don't think that we had missed that, because everybody else that we talked to also seemed surprised about it, but you got your personal needs back at, like you said, like mile 66 or 67, which we had like planned out all of our gels and nutrition so that we were gonna refuel at halfway.
At 56,
so for me, I was like, I thought I had a Rice Krispie treat to look forward to, so I was thinking about my Rice Krispie treat, and I just, do you have anything else bike related?
I don't think, well, somebody else got taken. It was windy with the headwinds. It was like really windy.
It was so windy, yeah.
Somebody got taken out. A spectator had brought like an easy up tent, and they didn't, spike it to the ground, secure it, and a wind gust took it, flew it into a biker. They broke their leg or arm or something.
Yeah.
And their bike like broke in half. Their race day was over, so that sucked. At least it didn't happen to us.
Yeah,
could have been worse. Back in
we all got to see each other. We were like passing each other, passing my dad's friend. So that was fun. I'm like yelling across the highway, like lanes of kind of traffic. I was like, like screaming, but.
That one hairpin turn, too, I don't know if we mentioned, is literally like you're at a dead stop. Hairpin turn straight into the biggest hill of
you have
the race.
like a downhill, the only downhill it feels like that is significant.
Yeah.
You're going downhill, you get a little bit of momentum. You have to nearly stop your bike, go around this turn, and then just I think it's like a 2-mile climb. I forget how long it was. Yeah, and I don't know the grade, but it's probably the most significant climb.
It is, it's definitely the most significant. You had to do it 3 times. So it was like,
it was a really brutal bike ride. So if you're looking for a great bike and the bike is your number 1 priority in your race, I don't know that Chattanooga is for you, but
maybe they'll change the course again. I don't know what the race feedback's like.
Apparently the course used to be a lot better. It used to go into Georgia, and now it doesn't. So I don't know.
Maybe that'll change.
The run, I'm kind of disappointed because I feel like I kind of let my mental get to me on the run. Like right off the jump, I saw my mom and I was like, I can't do this, which more probably was like, I don't want to do this. Like my back was hurting, and I didn't really give myself a fair shot to really get going. I kind of tried for a few miles, but I was cooked. I took off, but I wasn't doing well. It was still
hot.
It was still really hot.
At this point, it's what, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
My biggest thing I wish I had done different was just trying to get my mental in order, like quickly, because I was kind of feel like at that point I was just done. But I took off. I just started walking out of transition and just trying to make some progress. I feel like my transitions were pretty quick, and I was just, every time I saw my mom, I'd be like, I'm in so much pain. My back hurts so bad.
So we met up at mile 5, I think, but I had a very different start to the run. I was like so stoked coming off my bike. Like I had a pretty good swim, so stoked about my bike. Like I beat my goal, like felt good. I mean, it was hard. I was pretty cooked. And like the run is historically my best of the 3. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to the better run, or like better chance of doing well here of the 3 disciplines. And like I felt pretty good. Like I don't know if there's a clip of me in there, but I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like coming out of the bike, like I was really excited. And I took off, and instantly my quads start cramping. I'm like, shoot, that's not good. Let me get some nutrition. So I'm like, all right, let me calm myself down for a sec. But then I'm trying to push the pace. My whole goal for this race was just like as fast as I could go, which my final time was still as fast as I could go, and it was like a 14:30. But anyways, we'll get to that. Yeah. I was trying to get sub 13. That was like in my head was still achievable at that point. But after 4 miles, like my heart rate was in the 170s like that whole time. It was so hot. Like I was killing myself trying to do 9-minute miles, and it just wasn't sustainable. It was so hot. I was getting at one point, I think I was maybe getting close to a heat stroke, probably not like that serious yet, but I was stumbling. I kind of like bumped into a porta potty at an aid station. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta take a break. And then I saw you up ahead. I'm like, let me just catch up to Alex and we'll reassess from there. And that's kind of where we met up.
Yeah, and we ran for a while, nothing crazy fast. And then we got to a point where we were like running in between aid stations, leisurely moving through an aid station. I would have to like go into a forward fold to stretch out my back because my back pain was so bad. But then honestly, at this point, I will say, I was having a lot more fun. Once we met up,
we met and we're like,
we were kind of like down really bad and also cracking jokes and like also just miserable, but we were together, so it was more fun.
Yeah, and like at this point, sub 13 was out of reach for me, so I was like, I don't even care about the time anymore as long as like we finish together. Like we're gonna finish. We know we're gonna do that. Like let's see what we have. And our best strategy was like running between aid stations, and that worked pretty well.
Yeah, and then when we got to mile like 22, like that was really where things were.
Somebody started throwing up like crazy. Like
At that point, Corbett was getting sick.
It was,
and then every time that he would get sick,
close.
I would start to like I'm gonna get sick because you're getting sick, and I was crying, and it was like we just needed to get sick.
It got a little messy in the last 3 miles.
It got messy in the last 3 miles. Yeah. But we made it to the end. We were like holding hands all cute. There's a video of that, and it was fun. I feel like, do you have anything else to say about the run?
I don't think so. It was a hilly run.
Yeah, and the run's also hilly.
The run was hilly.
But I wasn't scared of that. Like,
it was
I was
I think it's the same.
that.
Yeah, I mean hilly, but not. Yeah, we were prepared. It's the same elevation. I think as like Placid, like 1,000 feet of gain or something like that. So like not crazy, but it's not flat.
Yeah, for me, it's all about like preparation. Like I wasn't prepared for that bike ride. I didn't know that that's what it was gonna be like. Mm-hmm. Also for Maryland and Lake Placid, we went to those courses and we did the bike ride and part of the run beforehand. And like we didn't do that for Chattanooga because it's so far from us. And I didn't know what to expect. The run was what I expected. It was hard, and had I gone in with a better mindset and a better physical that day, I think it would have been what I thought that it was. But we finished. I can't even remember afterwards. We got like sandwiches. I couldn't really eat much. Corbett got sick for
I was still throwing up
the whole night.
No, like it was about mile 22 or 23. But for a while I was feeling nauseous, like I wasn't feeling great. And I knew throwing up was bad because once you do, like it kind of spirals down, like you lose a lot of fluids, like you're already dehydrated. And then I thought by the time I finished I'd be okay, but not well into the night back at our Airbnb I was still throwing up.
Yeah, so takeaways, I don't know that we'll do Chattanooga again in the future. Of Maryland and Lake Placid and Chattanooga, it's probably the last one that I would go back to. I do feel like I have some unfinished business, so if we went back, it would probably be for that reason. If they changed the bike course back to what it used to look like, that would be intriguing for us. It wasn't my favorite race. Other people might think differently about the race. That's not meant to encourage you to do it or not to do it. It's just my perspective. Having done this year Lake Placid and Chattanooga, we left the next morning, came back to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. We got Buc-ee's. We ate a lot of Buc-ee's.
We got Buc-ee's.
Waffle House too. That's
and we went to Waffle House. And there were so many other triathletes there, which was funny. They were like all in their shirts, but it was fun. It was cool. It was a good trip. I wish we had spent more time in Tennessee. I don't know. We got to see what we're gonna do next because we kind of got back, got right in the swing of it, and now it's the new year. It's January 1st today, and that was the end of September. So it's been like 3 months since Chattanooga, and we'll see what next year looks like. But I just wanted to do a little recap, even though it's way later.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Cool. No, I think that's it. We'll see what race 2026 has for us. Maybe an Ironman, maybe not an Ironman.
Yeah, we don't know.
Probably an Ironman.
Stay tuned. Okay, bye.